he doesn't want to be a part of Spotify anymore for some reason. And that reason is Joe Rogan.
It's remarkable that probably a good 40 to 50 years after the fact that he attempts to become relevant. Which cool.
Yeah. So we got to talk about it. This is the elephant in the room.
Yeah. Rogan's been in the news a lot lately, not just for misinformation on COVID.
Right.
Say that, YouTube, if I can say that. I won't say it again.
Don't.
Don't.
We won't get we won't monetize. So
so obviously he's had his own theories. He's a personal physician to Aaron Rodgers. He's been busy. And then I mean, look, that's bad.
Got a full-time job, personal physician to Aaron Rodgers.
and I think the biggest podcaster in the nation, I think. Definitely the biggest on Spotify.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, though. He's been a podcaster for years. And here's the tough thing about these guys. I admire the guys who can sit in a chair and talk to a microphone for 3 hours. That's tough stuff. Yes, you have topics and yes, even you have some things that are written down verbatim how you want to say it. I get that. But those 3-hour deals, whether it's Pat McAfee, Joe Rogan, whatever, that's made up, so you're having to talk. And sometimes when you do that,
you say stupid shit.
Stupid shit.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Shit. Specifically here, we're talking about the N-word, not ending in A, hard R. And he did it several times. They're showing clips going back just many times. Now, these are taken out of context, but just the sheer number of times that he used that word. He seemed to be, for years, very comfortable with it. Very comfortable. I don't know. I don't want to say that makes him racist. I mean, I grew up in a small northern Indiana town where my grandfather used it all the time, just as a matter of fact. I mean, just heard this just as a matter of fact. Never thought anything of it, but so a lot of us grow up hearing it. But a lot of us have decided to go a different way. Yeah. A lot. I think it's the same group of people who decided that the Washington football team should no longer have its old name. It's a derogatory expression that just shouldn't be used.
Right.
It has no business because of how it was used for so long. We know that. So for you to use it so cavalierly for all those years, it's kind of it's off-putting, right?
Yeah. So the whole thing about, man, he had a whole slew of bringing that word up.
Yeah.
And again, it is not in context. It's not like he's just throwing it out there willy-nilly.
Right. And I'm not going to go back and listen to all his podcasts to see what.
Right. But it wasn't like that. He was referring to certain things. But man, come on, man. You have to know that word is not acceptable,
It's offensive.
and you can't say the damn thing.
I mean, you certainly can, as he's proven, but we all know there's no reason to. There's no reason to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's to me that so what's hard for me is because I know how he was trying to use them and explaining a story, uh, you know, however he's in whatever way. So, okay, uh, his black brethren can kind of look past some of that. But the way he was describing going to a movie theater,
That's the one.
I'm like,
That's the one.
come on, man. Like all the others could be forgiven. You're talking. That's crazy. That I mean, because we all know what you're referring to going to Planet of the Apes means, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing that got Roseanne canceled. I mean, pretty effectively. It got her kicked off her show. Her show. It was named for her. So, because same damn thing. It's like, okay. That's just patently stupid. You cannot defend it. And I heard the context on that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we're talking about contextually,
yeah,
no, man, there's no out for that. There's no out.
Yeah, there's not. Okay, I'm not into cancellation. That's not.
No.
You can joke about anything you want. In my mind, most anything. There are some lines you can't cross, but so I'm not into cancellation. However, there's got to be consequences for your actions, and I know the consequence for Roseanne's using the exact same analogy about a member of President Obama's staff. She was canceled. So here's the thing: Spotify is owned by a Swedish company. He's a big deal to them. He is their largest podcaster.
Yeah.
He's a big reason, but they're also one of the biggest music services in the world. So they're going to have to start deciding. And I mean, for at least a suspension while you go take some sensitivity training, I guess, although we know that's bullshit. We know that's bullshit.
Yeah.
But because there's no reason to even think like that. There's no reason to.
Yeah. And, you know, the funny thing is, I really don't think he's racist. It's not like I think he's racist.
I give him a pass for the words because, you know, I've heard it too many times in my life. I'll give him a pass for the N-word. That one, I don't know, man. I mean, am I willing to say he's not a racist? I don't know.
No, I'm not willing to bet my life on it or anything, but I think
I'm not going to die on that hill. I'm not going to die on that hill. No way.
No. I just look. Here's the bottom line, and this is serious. As a white kid growing up, and maybe it's different now because you kind of understand the meaning of the word more. But I'm telling you, when I was growing up, white kid in all black neighborhood, I didn't know what that word meant specifically, like what it meant to, like it was painful, you know, that kind I didn't know what the real meaning was. And not the ER, but the GA ending. And never really knew exactly what it meant, but I knew it's like, yeah, you're kind of my bro, right? And getting older and then realizing what's going on, the amalgamation of how they turned it from a negative to a positive in their community. Yeah, their community. I no, don't get me wrong.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. It's not mine, it's theirs. And but you get to see how that word was curated and stuff like that. So to see a white guy say it's more devastating, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. To me, when you hear it now, let's say if you were in a bar or something, and typically be an all white bar, everyone's white in there, and then you're watching sports or whatever, and you'll hear that word fly one time. To me, that's the indication like time to slide down, or and if it becomes like a rallying cry, it's time to leave.
Yeah, right.
I'm just not going to associate myself with that kind of hate. I'm just not going to.
No, because it means something different when they're saying it like that. And
I'm not there for a rally, man.
No,
I'm just trying to watch sports, man. I didn't sign up for a rally. Okay. So, I mean, I know when I hear it from a white person, I mean, I'll give it one time in context in a joke. I kind of look back on now. It's cringeworthy. I was telling a black friend a joke, and actually the punchline was the N word, hard R, and I used it because I didn't want to show that, hey, I'm not embarrassed to use this word. I think he politely laughed, but I can hear polite laughter versus a guffaw. I know the difference, even though all my white friends is a big guffaw. His was a polite laugh, and he had a hell of a sense of humor. So that was the last time I think I used that word in public ever in any way, shape, or form. Like, okay, we're done here. I am officially too old and too white. I can't use it. It's done for me. So now it just makes me cringe.
Yeah, and we had talked about this, but black people know when they're around actual racists.
Yeah.
The hardy R word doesn't. First of all, would never come up to, with real racists anyway. I don't think they would ever have the balls to say that out loud in front of a black person. So that never comes up. That's why I don't think he's racist, but because he's clearly been around black people, and black people can tell if you've been around them.
Yeah,
that
they sense the discomfort.
Yeah, because
for some reason you don't think you're sitting next to a fellow human being.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if some of my white friends that have never been around black people, you can tell a discomfort, and it's noticeable. It really is, and they can tell that too. They're like, all right, this is not saying that every person that is around a black person that's just is not comfortable is racist. They just don't know. They don't know.
Well, unfortunately, black people have to see it every day in their life. So
I know that's a thing.
That's why they recognize it, man. They recognize it instantly.
Yeah, my guys will be like, oh man.
Yeah.
Because they know what it looks like. And unfortunately, which sucks for them, and it really does suck for them that they have to go through that. That's why I say anytime somebody says, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm white in America. That's all good. I'm a white male in America. That's all good.
Yeah, things aren't too bad.
Yeah.
Can't really
How could I bitch?
Yeah.
So,
but you gotta recognize wrong when you see it, and when the moment's right, not in a bar where it becomes a rally. That's not the right place for a white guy to, hey, what are you all talking about, man? That's wrong. But one-on-one, if you ever heard that from a friend, like, dude, what are you doing? I mean, and then you can have an honest conversation. Like, that's not me. That's not who I'm gonna be, and that's not who I want to hang out with. That's fine. In the rally, no, I'm just gonna leave because I know for a fact I can't change America, but hopefully I would have thought it'd been better. I think it is a little bit better from when I was a kid, but
yeah,
I
probably.
hope by the time my granddaughter is old enough to be out and about in the world, that it's even better. I hope so. Christ,
Yeah,
enough
hopefully,
of
because she's mixed too. So
enough of this, right? Enough. Can we just all get along? In the words of Rodney King, can we all just?
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So Rogan, man, I don't know. Spotify's got a problem, and again, I'm not about cancellation. However, this dude he needs to come down hard, and I don't believe, and I don't know his demographics of his show, but I bet you, since he said it many times on his podcast over the years, I bet you a large part of his audience doesn't care. They're nonplussed by it. So I don't know that he's going to be affected financially.
Sure.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But you got to decide something, right?
Yeah. Again, I really truly do not think that he thinks bad thoughts of another race. I don't think that he thinks that way, and so a lot of these people are like, well, freedom of speech, yeah, he can say whatever he wants. He's not going to get arrested, right. But you have the right to get your ass canceled and maybe punched in the face. I don't know. I'm just saying he has the right to say whatever he wants. Cool. That's great. Just like we do. But we also have the right to somebody else saying what they want to us. Right. So it's the same thing. And
which I suspect we're going to hear. Yeah.
if enough people think that we're wrong or he's wrong, yeah, they're not going to watch. They're not going to do whatever. They could mess his contract up, right? So that's where the canceled part gets out.
Yeah, that's just not going to happen. And also, again, I'm willing to give him a pass on the word, mostly. Whatever you thought you were being funny or you thought you were being cool, I don't know. Didn't listen to the context, and I don't care. You know better. Stop it. The Planet of the Apes comment, dude, you've got a screw loose here, man, and you need to fix it. You need to tighten that shit down because that's not cool at all. If that's the way your mind works, you need to fix it. You need to fix it. No, as a follically challenged man with a turkey neck and all this crap, I mean, you can make all kinds of comments on my appearance, whatever, but you can't generalize all follically challenged turkey neck guys. You can't lump them in to all looking like turkeys. It'd probably just be me.
Yeah, it probably is just you. Jesus, tighten that shit up. Speaking of tightening,
hey, I'm getting some work done, man. Think about getting some work done.
I think you should.
Yeah, Jesus. Definitely lose. Yeah. Good luck to Mr. Rogan. Good luck to Spotify. I see this. I mean, it may be yesterday's news, and maybe it blows over for all concerned. I know India Irie was on the Daily Show, who definitely has a different audience than Rogan. So I don't know if it's going to mean anything, I don't know. But if more artists start to speak out, then he's got a problem, and Spotify has a problem. So we'll see.
Yeah. And that's what they're typically about, is
their music first, man. I mean, podcasts are a big deal. He's the biggest of the deals.
Right.
And frankly, I mean, he can go sign another deal with someone else. I mean, there's still a bunch of people in the industry. So, I mean, just sign with a sports betting operation, he'll get millions somewhere else too. So,
right.
Doesn't matter. All right.
No, it's a crazy situation. I wish him well. I'm not for, canceling, but God, you got to be smarter. It's stupid. Because if that's not truly in your heart, why? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because
if that's not in your heart, why are you saying it?
Yeah, you can claim it's not in your heart, but clearly it's in your head because you say it repeatedly.
Like, some people don't have these problems.
The proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
In the pudding, man. Say it all you want.
It's like, I love all my brothers. Love all my brothers. I love brothers, all of them. Come on.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You idiot.
Stop it.
Yeah. So anyway.
We done here?
I think we're done here.